What's up YouTube? It's Roman, and today I'm going to be going through a Teach Me Thursday. I'm going to be covering nutrition labels, which I think are very important when it comes to your nutrition, keeping on track with your diet, and I'm going to be showing you all ways how to track it and why they'll be useful. So let's get started. What's up YouTube Blitz? So now we're back here at the table. I got a different variety of foods for y'all to check out, but all these are going to have nutrition labels. So nutrition labels are very important just because if you're tracking macros, you're going to be looking at nutrition labels, which are going to be on everything you eat. Maybe except for fruit, but you can always track that still with an app. I'll go into detail about here in a little bit. But yes, nutrition labels are going to give you your macros. We have a video about macros, your fats, proteins, and carbs, which y'all can go check out and learn a little bit more stuff about macros in that video. But your nutrition labels are also going to give you like your serving size and how many servings are in the food you bought. So for example, the serving size of this plain white rice is probably about 1/4 cup, and it's 45 grams, which you can always measure out with a food scale, which we do have, and it just gives you the number of servings that is in here, which is about 50 for this thing. Everything's just different. Everything's going to be different. Like this granola bar here. Let's go into detail about this granola bar. So serving size is 2 bars, which is in this package. You're also going to get your calories. You can find your calories in your nutrition label, which if you're tracking macros, you're going to need your macros and you're going to need your calories. So serving size is 2 bars, 42 grams. Measure it out, 42 grams. Or you just have the package. And everything's going to have your nutrition label. So right now we got protein over here. Got some carbs, a little bit of fats, and so that's really all I have to say about nutrition labels, other than it's very important, especially if you are trying to really hit your goal. You can't really be on your macros one day and the next day, not be on your macros. The only way that you're really going to reach your goals is if you stay consistent and you're actually hitting your numbers every single day, and until you finally reach your goal. So that's all really I have to say about labels. So a good way to help track your macros are, alrighty guys, so a good way that or just any way to track your macros is either writing them out by hand, which is gonna take some time. You're gonna have to write out your calories, your fats, your macros for that certain food, and then you're gonna have to add it up, which it's gonna take a lengthy amount of time. So if I were you, I would go ahead and get you the Myfitnesspal app, which I recommend to mostly all the people that I do help. I didn't track today. Okay, so yesterday, I did track yesterday. You're really just gonna go and for breakfast, go ahead and you're gonna have this option, which is really a fancy option. What you're gonna do is, so you're gonna have your barcode. All the food that you're gonna be purchasing from the store is gonna have a barcode, because that's how you're gonna purchase it. What you're gonna do is with your app, your handy dandy app, gonna move it over that barcode, and you're gonna have your macros, calories, all added up. All you gotta do is put the number of servings you had and the number of serving sizes that you have. So if you're gonna be measuring it out, or just go by teaspoons, tablespoons, then just go ahead and check that off, and then you add it into your daily food. Easy peasy. Myfitnesspal brings me to my next tip, which is finding your calories, your own calories, and your macros. I really think this is a big topic, just because I hear a lot of people always trying to compare their macros to other people's macros, and it really doesn't work that way, just because everyone's different. Your macros are going to be based on your age, weight, height, gender, and your end goal. So if I'm trying to gain weight right now and you're trying to lose weight and you ask me what my macros are and you kind of use my macros for yours, it's really not going to help you, just because we have two different goals at the end of the day. And Myfitnesspal is a perfect app to just get started. You can put it's gonna, like when you first get started, it's gonna ask you what your goal is, and then those other 4 options that I had told y'all, and it's gonna give you the numbers that it's gonna require for you to lose a pound, gain a pound a week. And I really think that Myfitnesspal is a perfect place to get started. And I think finding your maintenance calories and macros is really important, just because once you find that maintenance that is keeping you in that one spot throughout the day, you can adjust your macros, you can cut some carbs, cut some fats, whatever you're gonna do with protein, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be losing weight or you're gonna be gaining weight just from those calories and macros. So I think that's very important, and I'm gonna stress it again that Myfitnesspal is one of the best ways to actually get that done and just get experience from it. So I want to talk about consistency and hitting your numbers. So if you're hitting your numbers one day and the next day you aren't hitting your numbers, you're passing your fats by 50 or 60 grams, it's not going to be very good. The more you stay consistent, the closer you're going to get to your goal. The process is going to be, I'm not saying it's going to be easier, but the process of getting to your goal is going to be, you're going to have a higher chance of getting there, and it's going to be, it might come a little quicker than if you were just jumping around with your numbers. So consistency and hitting your numbers every single day is really important when it comes to reaching your end goal for the day. I also want to tell you about, don't let nutrition labels control your life. So there's a bunch of people who, just because they're on a diet, which I understand, if you're really going into a show, you don't need to be, I mean, you probably shouldn't be eating out whenever you know you shouldn't. So other than that, I feel like if you're just counting your macros to lose 5 pounds in that month, or gain 5 pounds that month, don't be scared to go out with your family and enjoy time with them. Don't let that take you away from your personal life. And I think that's really important, just because if you're not happy doing something, then you probably should find something else to do, or I don't know, go ride a bike or something, I don't know. But so just enjoy the process. If you're not enjoying it, you're not going to be doing very long. So have fun doing it. I enjoy counting my macros. I enjoy reading labels, knowing what I'm putting in my body, and it just keeps me happier and healthier throughout the day. So I really hope this helped y'all. I want to just give y'all, so I really hope this video has helped y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I hope y'all learned something. Myfitnesspal, I'm going to link a bunch of stuff on the bottom to where you can find some of the stuff that I have told y'all about, like Myfitnesspal, and some tips that I've told y'all about, which you need to take into consideration when it comes to finding your macros and finding your calories. So I really hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I didn't really scan any of this food, but this peanut butter, but hope y'all get the big picture, and I hope y'all understand what I kind of went into detail about today. So thank y'all guys, and I will see y'all next video.